Hey guys, what's up? How everybody doing? It's Dwayne the Trader, also known as Mr. Risky Wayne. You feel me? Going into this new week, December 5th, 2021. It is Sunday. Markets is still closed, but we're gonna do market analysis on the markets. So let's go ahead and talk about um, what happened last week. Last week we had a lot of coronavirus news, such as the new variant, and then we had um, the Fed's chair Powell speak the past week, which increased, which and led to a lot of volatility in the markets, a lot of fear in the market, especially for cryptocurrency, stocks, gold. Actually, all the markets was pretty volatile last week. And some people made money, some people lost money, but that's how it goes. So we're gonna go ahead and hop into the charts today. What you're seeing right here, right now, is the dollar index DXY. Basically, this chart is just explaining how the valuation of the dollar is doing in the United States, and this could kind of just give us a general direction of where the markets are heading in the forex market, gold, and stocks, pretty much. So, like I said, what you're looking at right now is a four hour chart. This is what happened pretty much last week. Um, we were starting to break down. The whole new I can't remember the name of that. The new variant. It's like Omicron or something like that. But we started having selling pressure, and then the Fed chair spoke Powell, which ended up increasing the dollar, massive move in the dollar, and then we just kind of started settling off. It didn't really make an up move or down move. We kind of just stuck in this range. We pretty much just stuck in this range right here between 96.615 and 95.585. And we're kind of just waiting. We're kind of just waiting to see what will the markets do. This week we might not have as many setups as planned, but like I said, we will see. We will see. The markets never know. And then, like I said, this was Friday. The whole NFP numbers, non farm payroll numbers, unemployment numbers. Even with that, it still really didn't have that much effect on the dollar. The dollar is being very resilient, I must say. So we may see further dollars bullishness, or this could be a chance, where people are starting to make their decisions, waiting to see what happens in the real world. With all the stuff going on, just to decide what they want to do with their money. So let's go ahead, and we're pretty much going to break down pretty much my whole watch list. Anything that I think is interesting. If it's not interesting, we're just gonna keep going. If it is, we're gonna mark it up and we're gonna get it out there. So first trade, first pair that we're looking at is the euro dollar, right? Now, like I said, we are in a downtrend. We are in a downtrend market with the euro dollar, but as you can see, um, we're starting to create, higher lows. Lower highs. Yeah, higher lows, right? We're starting to create higher lows right here. Now, the only thing that we need to see, is this double top, right? We need to see price kind of, you know, break out of this double top before, we could maybe really start seeing a bullishness back up into maybe, ranges around this level. But we need to see that first before we try become a bull against the euro dollar. Like I said, I did take a euro dollar long trade last week and end up digging stop out just for a little bit of profit, just because we hit this level and then we sold off. We sold off and ended up taking me out. And so, I said it did end up rebounding, but now we're starting to push down again. So, if maybe there could be a short trade in the euro dollar, expecting more dollar strength. If we can maybe maybe if we could get an entry back up around this level, there could be a possible short entry, even though I really like up here for a short entry to continue in the downtrend. But for right now, like I said, price is stabling out right now. It is holding a little minor trend line. It is holding a little minor trend line right here. So, maybe, if we was to try to short this thing, we could have a simple, easy little trade set up, looking to go short, maybe right here. If we could get something below here, stops around 100, 130 pips. A little too much for me. A little too much for me. Um, let's see if we can find some targets. I don't think. Yeah, let's see. We could have something like that for another 270 pip gain. But that's why I said, that could be an option. If we was to break back down lower and break this little miniature trend line, we could see a lot more selling pressure going into the euro back into lows of 2020. We could see that happening. We could, but it really depends. It really depends how we react off of this level right now. As you see, we found a little support here. Same like in that pound dollar analysis I did last week. We found that little support here, and we're starting to like turn around, but we need to see a true turnaround. We need to start breaking levels, like as I said, and they start breaking these type of levels here to really see a bullishness back into that pair. If not, like I said, we will look like we might be taking a short trade in the euro dollar if we could break that trend line. So that'll be it for euro dollar. The pound dollar, it's really not nothing. Like I said, we had this level here. This was the 61.8 around this level. As you see, I had multiple entries of trying to buy this pair. Just kept getting took out. So done trying to buy this pair. Looking to see if we can try to get in a short pair for the dollar, for the pound dollar. The pound dollar is, like I said, very weak this year, especially the second half, because we was actually looking pretty strong the first half of the year for the pound dollar, and then the pound dollar started to say, you know what, I'm done. We're toppling over. We're taking everybody's money. We're selling off. So, like I said, the pound dollar is really nothing interesting right now. Like I said, it is in a downtrend. Maybe if we could get some type of pullback up to around the 1.33517 level. Again, I would probably be interested maybe taking a short. Really gonna see how it really plays out for that level. So, but really nothing there. Same the pound, the Japanese yen. All we kind of waited for is just a pullback. Nothing yet is happening. Yeah, everything is just selling off. The Aussie dollar. Now the Japanese yen. This is interesting, right? If the dollar breaks this level, we could see further bearishness. We're looking at about a 100 pip stop loss, right? But we looking at around about a 200 pip, so about a 1 or 2 risk to reward. If we are looking to sell this, but we need to see if price can close below. If not, and price is still holding above, then we will look to take a long trade, at least up to the highs of the year. Showing dollar strength. But right now, like I said, it's showing a little weakness in the dollar. It's showing a little weakness in the dollar, coming down for a second, third, fourth touch at this 112.820 level, looking like it wants to break it. Like I said, we'll see how the markets react on Monday, and then we'll make a decision on there. So I do want to make this on my watch list trade. I do want to make this on my watch list trade. Yeah, I do want to make this on my watch list trade right here, and keep watching that trade now. Keep going down in the markets, right? USD CAD. Also, like I said, we just been on a very strong bullish uptrend. Looking to retest this high right here at the 1.29004 level. It is looking to push that level. Really just kind of see how it react off this level, because we sold once off this level, we sold twice off this level. Will we come up again and sell off again? Who knows? Right now the trend is kind of just up and down. There's no real true trend on it. We do have a massive sell-off since 2020 on this pair, so I would look to go down, a downtrend on the dollar, as seeing further dollar weakness. Just on the technical analysis side, not the fundamental analysis, just on the technical analysis, we have been pushing down very heavily. Right, we just been pushing down very heavily. We have now kind of broken this. Look at this, almost down near perfect trend line I just drew. But we almost kind of broke. I said, we were trending down. We are starting to show some resilience. But I could say maybe we hit that level and we could come back down. Maybe back down, do something like this, and then back up, something like that. Maybe, maybe I could be right, maybe I could be wrong. Who knows? But that's definitely what I could see in the markets. So I will be watching this level right here to see, what will happen. Because I said, very interesting level. I might look to take a short trade on it just because I said that the dollar, I said in recent terms, has been in a downtrend, and so we trade with the trend. No matter how things are looking, no matter if we create in lower highs, higher lows, higher low, right? At the same time, we have not been creating higher highs. It's just kind of been consolidating right here. So this could be an excellent opportunity to short the UCAD if we have the chance to short the UCAD, showing weakness in the dollar, strength in the Canadian dollar. But like I said, when that time happens, we'll make that decision. So we're gonna also add this to the watch list. USD CAD. We're also gonna add this to the watch list. On to the next one. Looking at, what's this one? Euro Japanese yen. We are, I said, in a downtrend. Yeah. Well, yeah, we were in a downtrend for the last few years. The euro seems to be making some type of improvement. Maybe there's a buying opportunity in the euro yen, but like I said, as it with the markets that are doing right now and all the fear, a lot of people put their money in risk off assets, which is so happen to be the yen, and that's why we've been seeing this sell off happen. And I probably won't be looking to take a trade into this until we find more confidence about the Delta variant, or not the Delta variant, but even that. But I guess the Omicron variant or whatever it's called, sound like some transformer name. Type of variant to see how the markets are react, because right now all the markets are just kind of selling off because of the fear of this new variant coming out. And the new cases, a new case that had just recently popped up in California in the United States, first case of the new variant. So, and if you kind of remember what happened last time with the coronavirus, when the first case, it also popped up, I believe it was in California, and it popped up, and then the markets really just started to sell off. So we're gonna try to see what happens. So with those pairs, so I'm trying to kind of want to stay away with any yen pair because that's a safe currency, and trying to bet against the yen might not be the best decision in the world right now. So we're gonna leave this pair alone for right now. Looking at also, like I said, the Aussie yen, very short pair. Like I said, a lot of sell off. Maybe if we, like I said, if we are looking to trade the yen, we're looking to short any pair against the yen right now. That's just the safe bet to go against, right? Safe bet, just because all the fears in the market. Because usually, this pair has been very strong with this pair lately since the dip of the coronavirus, and as you can see, we've just been on a strong rally against the yen. But it could be time for this pair to start falling back down again. As we see, we over the last, we tried to make new moves to the high, just couldn't work. So maybe if we could see some moves like I don't know, maybe we could see a move right here. But that would lead to price pushing all the way back up, looking to short it. You can see some levels of resistance at the 50 the 50 level, and we see some type of resistance around the 61.8, but nothing too really interesting. So I'm gonna keep moving on this pair. Then we have the pound pound Australian dollar, which like I said, I was trading this pair last week, and I'm still looking to try to re-enter in this pair. Great trade off of this level. Like I said, I had this level marked up. I do have another level, like a Fibonacci retracement draw, which lines up perfectly with this level right here. So I would look to be going long on this entry. So if we do get back down into this level, guys, I will be taking a long trade in continuation of the strength of the pound versus the Australian dollar. I do think that going into the next year, the pound will be stronger than the Australian dollar. So we'll be taking a long trade on that pair right there. Like I said, we have a fib draw, and this is like around the 50% level, halfway back of this initial push right here. So looking to see what happens with that. We'll be looking to take a long trade at this level. That would be definitely nice to try to catch that wave back up. So you know what? Yeah, we'll add this back to my watch list. GBP AUD at what? GBP AUD add. There we go. Going back into the red list. Moving on. Like I said nothing really. Like I said, the New Zealand dollar very selling off. The New Zealand seems to be very weak against the dollar, selling off. So nothing really. Maybe to if we could start to see some type of pullback, pull back into a short zone or something like that. We'll probably look interested in trying to sell this trade. But as of right now, nothing interesting. I do have a short position on the euro pound, like I was talking about last week. It is now in the red, down $6.49. We did end up really pushing off of this level, but like I said, we just happens. So we'll see what this trade does. We'll see if we can push back down. I am still short bias on the euro versus the pound. I am a short bias person because we have been trending down. So I am following trend. We're not really working out right now. Like I said we did have an analysis of this double top right here, but it did end up coming working down. We did break this trend line, but like I said, it did end up reversing, and now we're pushing back up. Not too far from my stop loss, maybe like 37 pips away. Yeah, like 37 pips away. Not too far from my stop loss. Could be taken out, tomorrow's session. We will see though. Not too much. I think it's like for around 2% of the account. Yeah, 2% of the account. Not too much. So it's all nice and dandy. We'll keep it pushing. Keep it looking for the next trade. Yeah, but still, like I said, I do believe in this downtrend market. Right, we have been downtrending, consolidating, but still pushing towards the downward sides of things. So we shall see what will happen with this trade. Like I said, we have the Euro Canadian dollar. Also, I was talking about this trade last week, as you can see. I did have an idea, the short idea, which it did seem like it was going to work, but then now we have pushed right back up into price, showing strength in the Euro CAD. So maybe if we could get this off here, maybe if we was to see like a push back up at this level, looking to take the short on the Euro CAD. Like I said, this pair is very weak versus this pair. The Canadian dollar, the euro is very weak, so we will look to short Euro CAD if we could probably get back up to this level for a small tight tight stop loss. Maybe like a 50 pip stop loss, nothing serious. 50, 60. Nothing serious. We do have, like I said, levels right here. We do have a low. All right, there. We'll like to see how that market will play out. But I think this could lead back down to more bearish pressureness. So we will see. So can I just add this symbol? And you're okay. We go. Huh. Oh, it's already on my watch list. Okay. Look, I'm already watching that pair. So okay. So then, like I said, the CAD, Japanese yen, once again, versus all these scary pairs, the yen is a safe currency. So that is why we're seeing this downward momentum in the Euro CAD. In the Canadian yen. I say, another trade, nothing really interesting going on. We could look to buy the Canadian dollar. Oh yeah. Oh well. We really want to see. Let me add this trade to my watch list. We really want to see what happens around this level. I am actually now, looking at this, I could be interested in the Canadian dollar versus the yen. If we can make some type of turnaround at this level. But as of right now, like I said, the bears are very strong and letting people know that they are there. So I'm not interested in taking a buy. We are in an uptrend on this pair. Yeah, we are in an uptrend on this pair. But it is, like I said, having a massive sell-off right now. And then maybe once news starts turning around and people start seeing that, maybe this variant is not as dangerous as it may be, things could like start turning around for the Canadian dollar and pretty much for any other pair that's going against the yen. Once we see, once we looking out in here, like things aren't as bad, then maybe fundamental wise we can start seeing different currencies pairs putting their money back into these pairs instead of putting them into the yen and turning this into a risk off back into a risk on market. But that's it right there for that. Euro Australian dollar also busting out. No real trade right here. No real trade right here. Let's say we do have the US dollar Swiss franc. I am up $7 right here. We are selling the selling the dollar versus the franc. We are in a downtrend. Um, like I said, we did make this double top here. We did make this double top. I have moved my stops to break even. I did have moved my stops to break even. We are at a double top. We did make a double top move, looking for price to push down maybe to the lows of the 0.8, the 0.875 level. Even back, looking like the 0.908 level. Like I said, I don't really have take profits. I just have stop losses. So I'll trail it at that point. If we go down into a 4-hour chart, as you can see, we are creating this downward channel going on, and we are pushing down. So I would like to see continuous pressure push down on this channel. The candles are red, so showing there are bears in the market. And let's just see, we'll see if we could just keep pushing this candle. We keep pushing the pressure down for the dollar. It's selling the dollar, showing weakness. So I am kind of flip floppy with the dollar. Like I said, it just really depends. I'm really just following the charts and following the trends of the charts. Until the trends change, then I'll change. But if they not, I won't change. So we'll keep looking. Right, we're almost done. Video's almost over. Australian New Zealand dollar. Oh, I was very sick of this trade. Very sick. Mad I got stopped out. This is the point where I want to have where I make my lesson. I learn my lessons about moving my stop losses. Maybe not as so tight as I would have liked. Like I said, we did have NFP come out, and that's the reason why I did move my stop loss. But as you can see, I did have this area marked up as if y'all watch my earlier videos. I did have this area marked up, and I know I was talking about how it could, come to this level, it'll bounce up and then fall down. Well, it did come to this level, and I had to end up moving my stops to like right here, right, or something like like right here. It ended up coming down. I was making some good money. Everybody was happy, and then NFP came out. It took me out, right, and then ended up pushing right back down. So I am out of this trade. Maybe I could try to look to get back in for a short trade. Maybe we'll see. But for right now, nothing to really watch on this trade right now. I'm pretty much out of it, so I'm not really interested in it no more until we have some type of maybe a pullback of some sorts to try to get in short. But until that happens, nothing really there. I will move this pair up though, so that's something I will watch. So then, like I said, we have the New Zealand CAD. It did break this little miniature trend, so we are looking to go short. Maybe if we could get a pullback up, I'll go short on the New Zealand CAD to continue the downward pressure. Like I said, we'll watch. So I'll also move that trade up there. I think that is also on my watch list anyway, I believe. Yeah, it's on my watch list anyway. So we'll see that. And then the last pair is the pound Swiss franc. Which, like I said, I was long on this trade. It ended up getting taken out for the trend, so nothing really interesting on this pair. Like I said, I did try to fight the trend, and that's what I get for fighting the trend. Because the trend was down, but I tried to buy off of fundamental, belief that the pound was, looking like it was going to rebound. I was wrong, got taken out. So for like a 73 pip stop loss. Nothing major, but like I said, so we won't be looking at this pair unless something really happens in this pair, guys. So that's pretty much the whole market analysis, all the markets that I am looking at. We could go over. Let's go to Forex Factory and let's just look at what we have going on for the week. Monday we have some Brazilian news. Some RBA rate statements that could be very interesting. For the Canadian dollar, we do have some rate statements going on, letting us know they got a press conference going on Wednesday. Thursday, like I said, we have some RBA news. The government low speaks on Thursday. So like I said, a lot of Aussie CAD news looking like it wants to come out. And then the Friday, we have some dollar, which is the core CPI news, which stands for Consumer Price Index. So it could be, it could have some, strong effects in the market. So that's pretty much all the news. So we do have some, we pretty much look like we just have Canadian, Aussie dollar, and the Canadian dollar, the Australian dollar, and the US dollar news coming up this week. So we will see how those markets are going to play out for the rest of the week. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you want to join my Telegram to find out when I'm entering trades, click the link in the bio. It's right here. Oh no, wrong. It's right here. Click the link in the bio. Go ahead and join. Joy pretty nice, pretty early. If you want to follow my Instagram, that's also down in the link in the bio to see, my highlights, my lifestyle when I'm not trading or when I am trading. And when you don't get to see it on YouTube, you get to see it there. And follow my updates nice and closely. And like I said, if you want to follow me, follow my Telegram. It is down in the description where I go in and I tell I'm always talking about the next trades I'm getting into. Always talking about the next trades again. So as you can see, I'm always talking about the next trades. So you definitely don't want to miss out. You want to catch my trades before you watch my YouTube video, before it's uploaded. Go ahead and click the link in the description, guys. And all right, guys, my name is Dwayne the Trader, also known as Mr. Whiskey Rain, and I am out.